Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to this week Expert Talk. This week we will be talking about personal credit, credit repair, and how to maintain a perfect credit score. As you know, today I'm your host, Miss Shatanya Thomas. Most of you guys know me as Rosie. Oh, let me correct it. Dr. Shatanya Thomas. Most of you guys know me as Rosie. I am the CEO and founder of Thomas Financial and Thomas Tax Academy. You guys know Thomas Financial and Thomas Tax Academy. We do specialize in tax preparation, personal and business, tax education. We specialize in bookkeeping, tax resolution, and we are the home of the Tax Pro Planner. So today I'm going to bring on these two lovely ladies that is very, very knowledgeable in the credit industry. Are you guys ready for today's expert talk? If you're ready, let me see some fire in the chat. Can we see some fire in the chat? We go through this every week. I want to make sure you're here. I want to make sure you're engaged. And then also, I want to make sure you ask plenty of questions. We brought two experts here that's ready to give you all the gems and all the knowledge on maintaining and building a perfect credit profile. Okay. So without further ado, let's bring these lovely ladies on. First, I'm going to bring on Summer Raphael. Summer is the CEO of TPL Financial Services. Summer do offer a wide range of financial services, and I'm going to allow her to introduce herself. Hey, Summer.
Hello. Alrighty. I'm Summer. I offer financial services. I offer taxes, credit repair, personal and business, and also mentorships. So I offer mentorships within my credit program as well.
Yay. Hey, Summer. You ready for tonight?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So next we will have Miss Ray with Ray Recovery. Come on in, Ray. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. So give the watchers, everyone here, a little bit about yourself and who you are.
My name is Ray. I'm the owner of Ray's Recovery Code Credit Program. I do personal credit, and then I have a mentorship within my personal credit, and I've also just started offering tax preparation services just last season. So,
all right. Congratulations to you both. So let's get started. Okay. So for everyone that's watching today, if you have any questions pertaining to credit, if your credit is good, your credit is bad, how to obtain funding, anything with credit, drop those questions in the comments. Now, we do have a list of questions, but we would like for you to get your questions answered today as well. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and get started. So as you guys know, I'm big on credit. If you went through any one of my programs, I talked to you, I'm big on personal credit, and I'm obsessed with business credit. Mm-hmm. And one thing people don't talk about and people don't know, because I do watch TikTok and different things, your personal credit has to be good in order to establish business credit. And that is left behind a lot. And today I want to clear that up. So we want to get started. I want to ask you, Summer, why is it important to have great business credit before starting with great personal credit before starting with business credit?
Okay, so it's important to have good personal credit because that's how you get the maximum funding on the business side. So they look at your personal credit in order to get you what you need on the business side. They're going to look at your trade lines that you have on the personal side. Your score does matter in order for you to get approved on the business side because most of the time you have to be a personal guarantee. So that does matter. And then also when you're trying to get higher trade lines, if your personal side, if you have a 5K credit card on your personal side, when you go to the business side, you can almost get double of that. So you want your trade lines on your personal side to be good and high and have high trade lines. So that way, when you go over to the business side, you can actually get more on the business side.
Right. Thank you. So I'm going to keep talking about personal and then I'll give you tips on business credit in between. So next question. What is and I'm reading questions that was submitted prior to the live. I'm going to go through some of them. I do have a lot, but I'll go through as much as possible. First question, what is a credit report and why is it important for credit repair?
So a credit report is basically detailed information of basically anything on your credit. So your payment history, anything that you owe, anything that you're paying on time. So you will have things such as collections, your auto loan, your credit cards. Things basically is a report to determine if you're paying things on time. So you said, how can you pull a credit report?
Yeah.
So you can go to any credit monitoring to pull your credit report. Some offer it a fresh report every other day or whenever it updates, and some only offers it every 30 days. So I use, for my clients, I'm currently using Smart Credit. I like Smart Credit. It does not update as often. I think it only gives you a free refresh report like every 30 days. Some people, they don't like Credit Karma because it gives you a Vantage score, but it does update very often. I also like Experian, but the only thing with Experian is not free, but it does give you an accurate report. But to get the 3 credit bureau report, you will have to pay like $29. So there's a lot of places that you can get your credit report from.
Okay, so they can get it for free if they go to one of those. It's like a trial or something like that, right?
For Experian, I don't think they give you a trial. No, I don't think they give you a trial.
Experian do. Experian does.
They do?
Experian will give you can pull all 3. I can't remember if it's 3 days or 7 days, but they do give you for all 3. I want to say it's 7 days. They'll give you a 7-day trial. And then after that 7 day, they'll charge you for getting all 3 of them.
And I think, what is it, My Annual Credit Report or something like that, they'll give you a 7-day trial for bureaus.
So if you listening today and you don't know what's on your credit, you haven't looked at your credit, today is the day that you need to go in and pull that free credit report and see what's on your credit, and try to improve your credit. Like today, you get that opportunity to, get hit with all these gems and also take a look at your free credit report. So question, I know both of you guys, you do credit repair. I know both of you have a lot of clients. What are some of the trends or things that you see within your clients that they're missing? Like, give me some tips. I know you get clients all the time, and it's something that all of them are doing that they did not know that can help the people here today. And I know both of you want to answer, so I want to go first, and then you go next. But what do you see these clients are doing?
I would say, for me, it's a lot of people don't know how to pay their credit cards. So with paying credit cards, you have to keep it. Everybody say 30%. I say 10%. 30% is good. 10% is best. Because when you're going over 30%, it could start to affect your credit score. So with paying your credit card, you always want to pay your credit card. You want to do it by the due date, but you also want to pay attention to your statement date, because the statement date is the date that it reports to the credit bureaus. So when you make a payment on your credit card, you don't want to use it again until your statement date has passed. And that's because that's the date that it's going to hit your credit. So if you pay your credit card and then you turn around and use it, you're going to have a high balance before it even hits your credit. So you want to pay your credit card, find out what your statement date is. It's going to tell you on your statement, find out what your statement cycle date is, and don't use your credit card until after that date. Then that way you won't have a high utilization on your credit report. So that's something that I see is credit cards like all the time.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree
what
with you.
I do. What I
Definitely.
do is I'll write like I have in my planner, I write down all of my credit card statement dates. Every
Me too.
Yep.
and I'll make sure I pay them off or pay them all the way down before the statement date. Now, everybody, I mean, whatever money that I was going to use on bills, groceries, wherever the case may be, I use that money, pay the credit card down before the statement date, and then go use my credit card to do all the things I was going to do with that money.
Right.
So when I do that all the time, my credit score never goes down. It's always increasing or staying the same. So that's one of the things that you guys can do that I do. So I agree with Summer on that. Like that is absolutely correct. And it helps me a lot. If you don't do that, then today you got homework. You need to look at all your credit card statements and write down all of your credit cards. And on top of it, write down the statement closing date and make sure you pay those credit cards down by that statement closing date. And that's going to improve your credit score.
And I also wanted to add to that. I agree with that. Also, what I'm seeing with my clients is that they think they can get credit repair and their score is just going to shoot up and they have no revolving lines of credit.
Yeah.
And they like, why my score not increasing 200 points like this person, but this person had like a credit card and they just had negative stuff that needed to be removed. And once that negative stuff was removed, there was only positive things reflecting. Well, once we remove your negative stuff, you have nothing reflecting. So how would the banks or anybody, how would the lenders know that you're going to pay things on time and stuff? And why do you think you get approved for good stuff or high limits when you have no payment history? So that's something that I try to express to my clients. Like, you need lines of credit as well. Like, you need credit repair, but you also need to build your credit. You're going to need both. So.
And then to piggyback off of that, if you're building a line of credit and you don't have no credit, the best option for you is going to get secured lines of credit. And what I would recommend is if you get secured lines of credit, you always want to go to the credit unions. Go to the credit union, get you a secured card, get you a secured loan. With a secured loan at the credit union, you can go get a secured loan. Like today, go get a secured loan for $300. Pay that loan when they deposit those funds in your account. You can pay that loan all the way up, pay it all the way up, leave a balance of maybe $50 and still have like $50 on there. That's like once you do that, you're still going to have an installment loan on your credit, but it's going to be 90% almost paid up, and that's going to increase your credit score instantly if you do that. So I would suggest if you're building credit, always get secure lines of credit and go to the credit union. And the reason why the credit union is because when you're building credit with them, they're going to start offering you more credit, and it's easier through the credit unions.
Yeah. And also, like for me, I know too, is the first place when I first, was trying to get my credit off the ground, the first place that I went to that I was told is go through my bank, my credit union, whoever holds your money, because that's who your relationship is with. And for me, I have a credit union and I also have Bank of America. I have Navy and I have Bank of America. And both of them show me love because I have money in both. So it's good to have those relationships too. I agree. But yeah, secured cards is the way. Anything else? Now I know another way, and I don't know how strong this is. If someone add you as an authorized user on one of their credit cards, is that the same trade line, or that's a little bit different?
It's different because you're an authorized user, so it's not a primary trade line. Yeah, so that's why I tell my clients they help those secondary. They help, but it doesn't help you. Like if you're going to go get you some secure credit lines, and that's going to make you there's going to be primary trade lines. So it's best to just get secure. You can be an authorized user if you're just trying to get something quick that doesn't require for you to have a certain credit file. So when I say credit file, I mean your credit has to look a certain way to get approved for certain things. So your file has to look a certain way when you're trying to go up for loans and stuff. So if you're not trying to get something big, if you're just trying to go get something like a car or something where it doesn't require and it just requires for you to have a good score, then okay, yeah, you can be an authorized user. But if you're really trying to build a credit file to use your credit, which that's the purpose of credit, you want to get those primary trade lines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And good credit is not just to have good credit, child. We're supposed to use our credit.
Yes, a lot of people sit on their credit. I'll be talking to people like, yeah, my credit score is 740. And what are you doing? You know, they be afraid to apply. That's gonna mess up my credit. No, it's not. Like you got
the point of credit is to leverage and you can make more money.
Yeah.
That's the
so I get that all the time. And I understand, I kind of understand, but I don't. So why do people who have good credit think that if they apply for credit, it's going to ruin their credit score? Do y'all get that?
Yeah, they don't. That's just not. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think some people just want good credit just for an emergency. You know, I don't know, but they don't want to use it. They don't want to take risks. I'm a person that's gonna take risks. I want to make more money.
My business credit, I live by it. I'm gonna use. I don't even have a debit card. What debit card? I don't need it. Yeah. I don't need it. And I'll tell you this: a lot of people don't know. It's involving credit, but I went to Atlanta this past weekend to Invest Fest. And I know before I did a live before telling people to marry an airline and marry a hotel. So I married my airline and I married my hotel. I spent $17.50 for a round trip first class ticket to Atlanta. First class round trip ticket. I spent $17 only because I used my credit card instead of my debit card. So that's another tip too. Like when you get in, if your credit is good, marry your airline, marry your hotel, and you will vacation for free almost all the time. So yeah, I was happy about that. I was so excited.
Yeah. Yep, those points come in handy.
Yeah. So if you have credit, you're afraid to use it. They told you, use your credit. Apply.
You get paid for using your credit. You got paid for using your credit. You literally got a free trip for using your credit. So
first class.
Yeah.
You hear me? First class. So I was excited about that. Next question. Let's see. Anyone have any questions before I go through these questions?
I have one. Somebody asks, how long do judgments take to get off?
Well, for me, I do
years, but we can do it. We can make it happen sooner.
Right, because me personally, I studied credit from consumer law. In actuality, that judgment is not supposed to be on your credit. So if you know the laws, it can come right off. And according to the law, that judgment is not supposed to be on your credit. So, it can come off.
I like that answer. Next, I've seen this question on here, but I'm going to ask you. So a lot of people with credit repair, they think that they're just supposed to dispute. But from my understanding, you credit repairers, y'all know the law, and that's why you can do things that we can't do. Because I know a lot of people, like, I keep disputing it won't come off. But as soon as they go to someone that does credit repair, y'all do, I don't know, I guess your magic, or y'all know the laws, and y'all get it off. So it's not just disputing, right? You have to know the credit laws as well. And I guess that's why you're an expert.
Right. So it's certain laws that goes with certain things. So like, just like I said, with a judgment is not supposed to be on your credit. How do I know that? Because if you ask, so if anybody has a judgment, so if you in bankruptcy, if you ask the bankruptcy court, do they report to the credit bureaus? They're gonna tell you that they don't report to the credit bureaus. You can get a letter in writing, and they will send you a letter in writing telling you that they do not report to the credit bureaus. And you can take that same letter and send it to them because it's not supposed to be on there, and they're gonna take it off. And the reason why they get that is because there are secondary reported agencies. there are secondary agencies that report and house your information. So they took it upon themselves to put your information on your consumer report. I had when you ask what a credit report is, because I study consumer law, the actual name is a consumer report. So, and when you're disputing, you want to know their terminology, so you have to call it what it is. So that's another reason why people can't get stuff off, because when you're disputing, you have to talk in their language. That's how you get a lot of stuff off. You have to talk in their language. You have to know what they say. You have to know their names in order to get stuff off. You have to talk like them. That's where it comes in with studying laws, because you have to know their language. That's how they trick people up.
Okay. Cornesia Brown say, no, it's not 100% accurate. On-time reporting, smart credit is up to date. She says smart credit is up to date. Check in my bio for first month free to check your current score. Okay, Coco, that's another credit expert. Mm-hmm. So she's on here answering questions too.
Oh, I see somebody ask a question about Credit Karma.
Let's see.
Hold on, let me see. I had turned the.
Someone said, is Credit Karma a great site to check your credit on?
So we don't use Credit Karma for the score. However, Credit Karma does give good information. So when you use Credit Karma, they give good information as far as if something has came off or if something has been reported. So you can use Credit Karma as far as looking at the information as if when something has been added or when something has been removed from your credit. But as far as using the score, you don't want to use Credit Karma score, because it's just a Vantage score. Nobody uses a Vantage score to put when they pull your credit.
Okay. I also feel like since they were bought by Intuit, it's a lot of inaccuracies too.
Oh, on Credit Karma?
Yeah, they were just bought by Intuit earlier this year. And
okay.
So a lot of people showing that they were deceased and stuff like that. I had clients seeing that on Credit Karma. So
okay. Yeah, so you don't want to use them as far as like going off your credit report, like you're going to send a dispute off. I wouldn't use that. Like I said, they do update further quickly than any other places. So you'll see a lot of times that you might see something updated there it haven't updated anywhere else just yet.
Okay, so you're saying with Credit Karma, it is accurate?
No, okay. We're saying we don't use Credit Karma for the score. We only use it for
the data, right?
Yeah, just the information. Like you'll see things like when things are being added to your credit or things are being removed from your credit, you'll see those on Credit Karma. So you're going to use it for the information on there, not for like your score or anything like that.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Let's see. Good questions. What strategies, I think we already asked that. What strategies can I use to improve my credit score over time? Is that the
you said the secure card, card, secure line of credit. Okay. You can't piggyback off somebody to be an authorized user.
Okay. Can closing old or unused credit cards positively or negatively affect my credit score?
You want to? It can because of the age history.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes, so it can go both ways. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like if that's the oldest credit card that you had open and you close it, then it's going to temporarily affect your credit because it's going to shorten your age history.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that answered their question. Can I negotiate with creditors or collections agencies to settle outstanding debts? And what are the potential consequences? So can you negotiate with, so I guess they're asking if something hit their credit, is it best to go negotiate with them to improve their credit? Like if they have a debt?
What kind of debt? Because if it's a collection, then
no. Yeah, so I say no. And the reason why I say no, because this is the only way. the only way I would pay an account on my credit is if they're going to delete it. And the only reason I would pay is if I'm in a dire need. If I want to purchase a house next month and I know that they want that off my credit. But the only way that I would pay it is if they said that they're going to delete that credit. If they're not going to delete it, it doesn't help you. So even if you pay that collection, it's still going to just show as a paid collection when we just could have disputed to get it off. It's going to show as a paid collection, but it's not going to it's not going to help your score. It's just going to show as a paid collection.
As unpaid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's just the same. So it doesn't help. So I personally wouldn't pay it unless they say they give you in writing that they're going to delete it. I wouldn't pay it.
Okay. So don't pay it, call you guys. Is that what you're saying? y'all can take care of it. Y'all both smirk like you want to tell you?
I actually have a client that was going through that. They had like a pay to delete, but it was a verbal pay to delete. And I don't remember if it was California or Texas. I believe it was Texas, the creditor, and they verbally told them that they were going to delete it, and they didn't delete it once we tried to dispute it. So being that they gave them a verbal pay to delete, we were able to get it deleted because there was a breach of contract because they verbally agreed. Like in Texas, they verbally agreed to something and then not do it. So it was like a contract and we got it removed.
Okay. So it's like knowing the laws.
Yeah.
Okay. So it can be removed. Can repossessions. I have a repossession. I had a vehicle repossessed last year. Can it be removed from my credit? Okay.
Yes. I don't want y'all to think that, like, understand me. It's law, y'all. It's not no scam. It's not no, it's law. Like, it's actually laws to this. It's laws to this. So it's not like I'm just saying, it can come off, and it's laws to it. Like, it actually can come off. This is not us just sending in a frivolous dispute. This is actually laws that we go by, that are actual laws that are here to benefit us as a consumer to get this stuff off. So
I actually have an app where I be asking consumer lawyers questions. Like when I want to know something, I learned a lot, like over the past 2 months, just from asking them questions. I'm like, wow, I didn't know they couldn't do that. I think it was like Just Answer or Just Lawyers. I have to see what it's called, but literally, like the consumer lawyers was just giving me so much information. I was like, wow. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that they doing that they're not supposed to be doing.
A lot of stuff.
Okay, so basically, if you messed up, something hit your credit, it's not the end of the world. It's laws to everything, and you may be able to get it removed.
Literally.
Yep.
Okay. I may not pay my car payment now. Okay, next question. How do secured cards differ from traditional credit cards?
Well, with the secured card, they're going to report the same. The only difference is a secured card, you're putting your own money on there. You're securitizing your money instead of using the bank money. So secured card is pretty much to get you a start so that you can get a credit card from the bank.
Someone said a lot of stuff on our credit reports are reported wrong, making it easy for it to get removed. And a lot of y'all do not know that. So keep that in mind. If it's reported on your credit, it's a chance that it could be removed. So keep that in mind. A lot of you guys are walking around with bad credit and do not have to have bad credit.
I was going to say with what they just said, you can pull your credit reports, all three of your credit reports, line them up side by side. It doesn't matter. It can be a small discrepancy. If it's a small discrepancy on one report, you can take a copy of that one report and send it to all three, because it has to be accurate and correct across all the board. So everything has to be accurate and correct. So if it's something wrong on one, then the other two have to change it, or they have to correct it. So that's a way for you to be able to, that it's called factual disputing. That's the one way that you can dispute your report. If you see any discrepancy on one account and it doesn't align with what it says on the other two reports, send that copy into them. Take that copy of your TransUnion report that's incorrect. You can send it to Experian and Equifax and show them, hey, this is not correct. So everybody has to correct it or change it.
So I need to put all three of my credit reports side by side.
Mm-hmm.
And if something is different on one than the other, then that's an argument and I can get it removed off all of them.
Because everything has to be accurate and correct. So how do you have this information? How you have a balance that says this here, but they have a balance that says this? It's not accurate and correct all across the board.
So I'll type up an email to each one of them and send in my credit report to each. Send in all three credit reports and type up a letter and send it to them.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's some good information. And we do have some questions. Hey, I just got back in. What's the best way to dispute a report?
Oh, I just gave one, the factual disputing. You can use consumer laws. And then you can also do, I don't use it often, but it's called Metro 2 compliance. If you can look up Metro 2 compliance, Metro 2 compliance is the actual laws that, an actual policy that's put in place by the consumer agencies that they're supposed to follow. So you can use their policy against them as well, because if they miss something on their policy that they didn't actually do, you can use that against them. So,
okay. How are business and personal credit related to one another? We answered that earlier. Your personal credit has to be good in order to establish business credit. I know we hear so many different things, but your personal credit plays a major impact in getting business credit. The first thing they're going to do is look at your personal credit. And if your personal credit is not good, then no, you cannot get business credit. I tell my clients a lot before we even get into business credit. I know it's plenty people will take you at a certain amount. I want your credit score to be at a 680 at least. I'd rather for it to be at the 700. So if your credit score, your personal credit score is in the 700s, they make my job so easy. And one thing I will tell you, if you have a great credit, and you're in the 700s, then you have business credit. So go back, and I'm going to give you this tip today. If you have a credit score and your Experian credit score is in 700s, your other credit score is in 700, whatever credit cards you have in your personal, go and apply for those credit cards in your business. And 90% of the time, you will get approved. A lot of you guys think business credit is complicated and you're overthinking it, but it's so easy. You just have to apply. So if you have a business, you want to get into business credit and your personal credit is good, go ahead and start applying for business credit. I know we have these, different things, but there's loopholes to it. You do have to get, of course, your DUNS. You need that before you get started. And also, they tell you to do your net 30s and things like that. You do still have to do that, but you have that relationship with those banks already, they will give you that business credit card only because you have that relationship. It's really, really good to gain relationships with the banks, the credit unions, because they will give you credit over anyone else.
I've seen somebody had said that it's better to send it to the creditor versus dispute on your report. I would say yes. I would, to get the best results. I've seen the best results by sending it directly to the creditor and then turning around and sending it to the credit bureaus or the consumer reporting agencies.
Okay, okay, how do I start business credit? I just answered that question, both of them at time. What's a good way to spend on your secured card? Do you pay it like a credit card?
Yes, it is a credit card. It's just you just secured your money, but it is still a credit card, so you still would want to pay it like a credit card and keep it under 30%.
Or 10% for best.
10% for best, yes. 30% is good, but 10% is better.
Okay. Hey, Mr. I don't want to call your name on here. Hey, Mr. Dickey. He said, hey, y'all. So let's tell her, hey.
Hey.
One of our family members. Someone said I need to do that. Great information. I've heard it's best to send those letters to the creditor versus disputing on your credit report.
I just answered. That's what I was just answering. Yeah, it's send it. I would send it to the creditors first. I get best results sending it to the creditors and then turn around and sending it to the consumer reporting agencies after I get a response from them.
Okay. And then Coco said, and if you don't feel comfortable sending letters, come to one of us experts and we'll delete all negative. She should have just been on here, you know? Okay, Iris says, this is some really good information tonight. Hey, if you feel like it's some really good information, let me see some fire. Okay, let me see some fire in the chat. If you getting all your questions answered, let me see some fire in the chat. Question. So my husband has a question. He's sitting right here. He said, y'all not answering my question. He asked it earlier. He wants to know, can you remove late payments?
Yes.
Yes, it is possible to remove late payments. I feel like they are the hardest to remove, but it is possible.
Yeah, it's possible. And it's possible to remove them without removing the whole account.
So you may, okay. Yeah, he said they can't remove the account. They're just trying to remove the late payment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's possible to remove it without removing the whole account.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, we got lots of fire. Let me see. Did I miss any questions? Any questions? No questions? Any questions? No? Okay. I ain't see nothing but a lot of fire. So that means we doing something right. We doing something right. Give us the fire. Y'all know I love my fire. Without further ado, I'm going to end it. But before I end it, I would like for each one of you guys to leave them with a tip, information, anything they can do. One thing I want to say, if you sitting here on this call today and you have bad credit, shame on you. Because these ladies have just let us know that anything on your credit, pretty much, most of the stuff on your credit can be deleted. So today is the day that you need to make that change, and it's not expensive. It don't cost a lot of money to get started, and you can even try to do it yourself. Catch a lot of these lives and things. I don't recommend it, but
if you don't have the time, that's what we're here for.
Yes, that's what they do. They're experts. They know, what needs to be done. So if you're on here with bad credit, you need to get your life together. Only reason I said, if you have a business, you surely do need to, because business credit is key. Once you get that personal credit done and you want to dip and dab into business credit, contact me. I'm going to show you how to build your business credit, and I'm going to show you how to turn your business credit into cash to put into your business, or you can invest it into another business. So I'll show you the tricks and the trades. One thing about it, when it comes to the business credit, I'm your girl. Now, Lee, if you want to, I'm going to go ahead. If you don't have any more questions, we'll go ahead and end it. If you you can follow me at Thomas Financial LLC on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Shatanya Thomas, my personal, on Facebook. And then I'm going to allow the ladies to share their information and leave you guys with a tip.
I am Summer Marie on Facebook, and then also Summer Marie on Instagram, 87. And then my business page is TPF Financial on Facebook. I think that's it. So my tip, I actually gave y'all, when I told y'all to do that secure credit card, I'm really telling you how to get like 50 points real quick. So do that secure credit card and pay it as soon as they make those funds available to you. Pay that whole loan up, leave a small balance of $50, and you're gonna see you're gonna get some points. So
okay. Thank you, Summer. Great information. Ray, you gonna leave us with something?
Yes. So my name is Chanceray Watson on Facebook. That's spelled CHONCERE. I kind of post credit stuff a lot on Facebook, but mainly on my business page, which is Raise Recovery Co. The tip I have, credit is a tool to make you more money. Like no one else is going to give you access to money the way that credit do. Like not your mother, not your boyfriend, not your aunt. So I would say prioritize your credit and leverage. That's my tip.
All right. We're gonna answer one more question. What secured cards was it again that you provided?
Whoever you bank with, preferably a credit union, but whoever you bank with, really, you can get a secured credit card or secured loan through them.
All right. So well, that ends it. Now, what we're gonna do, I know you guys, most of you guys are very active on these. We're gonna come back with another expert talk in 2 weeks. My goal for you guys is to help you build wealth for free. So if you know anyone that can benefit from this, as you can see, I don't get paid anything. I'm giving you guys my time, and any guest I bring on here is giving you their time. I'm not paying them. They're here for free and to help you guys out. So only thing I ask of you to pay it forward and continue to show up. If we see a decline in viewers, we will stop it. So because we feel like it's a waste of time. So every 2 weeks, we will post what we're going to be talking about. Next week, I will put a poll in the group to see what y'all need, what y'all want. We have brought credit here. We have brought real estate. Me and my husband did a business credit one, and we don't mind bringing that back. But I have to get some viewers because I feel like, it's a waste of time if I don't. You guys know I'm very busy, but I get a lot of people wanting information on different things pertaining to financial and wealth. And if I can take an hour out of my time every 2 weeks to give it to you, I'm going to continue doing it. So all the thing I ask is tell people about what we got going on, bring them in, help your people out, and make sure you're here gaining all this free information. As you can see, you're really getting free coaching. We're answering any questions that you may have, and we're giving you tips, and I'm coming up with questions. Everyone is giving questions that we feel like you need to know. So thank you for your time tonight. And I will see you guys soon. See you in 2 weeks, and invite at least everybody on here needs to invite at least 10 people to the group and tell them what we have going on. We're not trying to sell them nothing. We're just trying to give them information. But you guys know, if you need anything, you need help with credit, we got experts here that can help you. Sure, bring them to this group. They will be in this group. All right. Thank you, Summer. Thank you, Ray, for taking your time out and giving these people these gems. We really appreciate it. And you guys have a fantastic night.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.